Hey, what's up guys? I just thought I'd show you this one. I'm in my Alsace. It is only my second game in the Alsace. I did the Richelieu, which I just could not get used to, I must admit. And I do hold my hands up, I did free XP some of it to actually get the Alsace. Very interesting match, I thought. Very frustrating match for me, I think. So I'm going to push into it. I'm going to support the DD and I'm going to support the Baltimore. There is a DD on the mini-map that's just popped in there. So I'm going to push in. I know he's probably sending torps quite soon if he hasn't sent them already. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slowly push in. I do know the Baltimore's there. Now I was hoping the Baltimore would radar him, but I don't think he did. Or he might have done that. So I'm going to push in. There is a Sims there as well. We do have a York coming in. Now I was contemplating whether to shoot that Sims, but because he was turning away, I thought if I can shoot this York and possibly citadel him, maybe take him out of the fight, that's one ship they've lost quite soon. So I do take a shot at him. And the shot actually looked quite good. And then it just surrounds his ship really. I do find that in the French battleships, you do get things like that. They can be a very, very frustrating ship. You will shoot at somebody and go, do you know what, that's a really good shot. And then they just go all the way around the ship and you get about 2,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in. I'm still waiting for the torps. And there they are. And I do actually, unfortunately, hit one of them. I couldn't really avoid them. They just came in and they were just too close to my ship. So what I'm doing is I'm just scouting around, looking for targets. I have got that Nagato targeted. And again, double tap M to have a look over the islands. He is broadside to me. I'm a little bit concerned about the two destroyers though. So I start kiting away and turning away. And I'm just waiting for this Nagato to come round. So there he is, he's going to come round the island. I'm just going to wait. I'll double tap M again. And as you can see from the angle of my ship, the guns actually traverse quite far back. Look how far I'm angled. But unfortunately, he disappears. So I can't shoot at him. I could possibly shoot at that Feder, but he's pretty much max range. And I was trying to hold off on my shots just in case something did show up. But unfortunately it didn't. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to help the Baltimore and hopefully get rid of this Neptune. So what I'm doing is I'm just accelerating. My repair party's back up, so I'm alright now. I was just a bit worried about flooding maybe, or fires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shot at this Neptune. Now I was hoping he'd turn there, but he didn't. I was waiting for him just to turn and commit to the turn, and then I'd fire at him and hopefully get him on a broadside, or possibly just citadel him. You don't really need Neptunes or things like that on broadsides to citadel them or pen them. But unfortunately my shots missed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and push A. Because I have noticed that there is a King George in there. In matches like this, I had one just prior to this where I was in my, what was I in? I was in my War Spy. And we're in, which is tier 6, I was in a tier 8 match and you had tier 8 battleships sitting back 12 kilometers from me while I was pushing in, and it was something that I didn't like. So for me to be here is wrong for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push straight into A. And then hopefully I can take some fire off that King George. There are still 2 DDs there, which I'm a little bit concerned about, but I do have a Baltimore in front of me. So I just shot over the island, hopefully getting a hit on that guy, on that Nagato. And I do manage to get a hit, but it's only for 1,000 damage. Now, if you have a look at the time and just have a look how much damage I've got, this is what I mean. It's a very, very frustrating game. There's the Neptune. I take a shot at him. I'm watching my shells go in. The Neptune does start turning, and yeah. So I'm going to hold off on my front guns because I'm suspecting the Neptune is going to start turning broadside. There he goes, so I fire. And these actually look quite good, but unfortunately he does start slowing down and smoking. I can't understand why people smoke then slow down. What you should be doing is thinking ahead, slowing down and then smoking while being undetected. There's no point doing it when you're detected because you can pretty much judge and gauge where they are. So we've got the Nagato on the broadside, so I am going to shoot my front guns at him. And the shells are going in, and I managed to get 2 citadels for 27,000. So my score's gone up now. I do pop me heal to get some more HP, and I'm just going to target this Nagato again. Now it does look like he is possibly maybe turning just slightly, so I'm going to shoot it at him again. There's the Neptune. Now the Neptune isn't really concerning me. I am angled to him. I do shoot the Nagato and I do hit him for 9,000. The Neptune I'm not overly concerned about. I am angled. He's not doing a great lot of damage to me. It's damage that I can take. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up a shot on the Nagato. He's turning. I do shoot. My shells go. And I do manage to get the kill with a Citadel to finish him off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the Feder. The Neptune's behind the island. He's no threat. I know there's a destroyer there somewhere. But where I'm not too sure, but I am just going to help out and possibly get some damage on this Feder. He is angled. Now hopefully I'm waiting for him to turn. And he's turning ever so slightly. So I'm going to hold fire, I'm going to wait for the turn, and then I'm going to shoot. And I do manage to get the kill. Now, if you take a look at the minimap and have a look at the Neptune as well, that Neptune is setting up in a very, very defensive position. If the Baltimore pushes round, he could get torped. If I push round the other side of the island, he could use torps on me. So what I do is I do my speed boost. I wasn't actually meant to do my fighter then. I wasn't really looking at what I was pressing. So I'm going to angle away from the island just in case the torpedoes are coming from the Neptune. Like I say, I'm going to pop my speed boost and I want to try and get round this island as fast as I can. There's the DD smoke. So I am just going to angle away from him. And there's the shots from the destroyer. Now there is a line coming in, so I'm going to switch targets because that Neptune is behind the islands and I can't target him. But what I can do is possibly take out this lion. So I'm going to angle, I'm going to get my front guns on it, I'm going to shoot at him. He is angled though, and then my secondaries are going to go off. So now I've got two options here. I can either go in, but bearing in mind he's only got 25,000 health, I've got 56,000. He could just ram me here. So what I do is I make a split decision based on the situation and the team score, and having a look at how many battleships we've got. You've got me and you've got another Alsace which is south of A. So what I do is I make a turn. Now I know I'm showing me broadside, but if I can take this one hit from him, I will be angled. And there's a shot, and I do actually manage to survive it without any citadels. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shoot at his front guns, try and knock them out, and I do actually manage to knock two of them out, which does two things. A, obviously it knocks his guns out. B, it forces him to repair. So now if I can get a fire on him, and then it'll be a runaway fire. So again, I know he's done his repair, he's reversing, and I am going to target his front guns. If I can knock out just one of them guns, that's 50% of his firepower gone. And I am baiting him to shooting me belt armour. And again, I'm trying to knock them guns out, but unfortunately I couldn't do it. So I'm going to switch my attention now to the Leon. He is having a lot of fire on him, torps are going in on him. So if we can take this battleship out, he's got 30,000 health, I've got 25. So I'm going to open up on him. Again, I'm going to try and hit his turrets and try and knock him out. And again, I'm scanning round after each shot. You scan round, have a look. Wait for your guns to reload. I'm just waiting for my guns to turn, to track on him, and my guns will be reloaded soon, and there he goes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carry on, and I'm going to remain angled to this Lion. There is another Leon over there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot at him, just hopefully maybe take some damage off him. So there, I popped my heel. I did have a fire, but I am running low on health. I took a lot of damage on them, but mainly I think it was from pretty much fire damage, really. I know I took a hit from the Lion, but you know, I can repair all of the fire damage. So I'll take a shot at the Lion for about 4,000. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn, and I'm going to turn into B. Because what I'm waiting for is that Leon to go broadside. That Leon is either going to go into B or he's going to go up the 7 line. So I'm waiting for him. And I'm holding off, I'm holding my shot, and I'm going to see and wait until I see him. There he is. So he is broadside to me. He's only got 6,800 health. Sorry, 6,600. And I'm going to shoot at him, and I'm going to get the kill. So now I'm going to swing the ship round and go into B and cap B. I know they're capping A. We have got the point advantage. If I go into B and support this Fiji and the DD cap C, that means we've got 2 caps to their 1. So there's the Lion. I'm going to shoot over the island at him, hopefully maybe get a good hit on him and maybe kill him. But unfortunately it wasn't to be, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to push B. He's got 3,300 health, he is nearly dead. And here comes the Neptune. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing my guns round. I'm just going to have just do a shot on the Neptune before he disappears. Then I'm going to swing my guns back the other way. Fortunately, it wasn't a very good shot. Should have done better on that one, really. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cap B and then just wait for this Lion to come round the corner. He's going to come round the corner. I don't think he can make that turn and come round the other way. And I am detected, so I know he's gone round the island, and he's got less than 1,000 health, so I'm going to shoot at him. I'm going to get the kill to finish him off, and also cap. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some more health, because I know a fight's coming from the Neptune. I'm going to pop me damage control, because I know the Neptune can't set me on fire. It could taunt me, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. So there, I'm just pointing out where they'll probably be. Now, if you have a look on the mini-map, there's two things what the Neptune can do. It can go north of the island, or it can run down to the south. But fortunately for me, I think he made the wrong choice there. He went round the north of the island instead of following it down. But what I do is I take a shot at him, and I managed to get 18,000 damage off him. If he'd have gone south down there, it'd have took me out of the fight really, and then the Neptune could have killed the Fiji. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to shoot at him. That's pretty much the match. I thought it was a really good match, as in, it was a very, very frustrating start for me. But fortunately, it ended up that it was actually a really good match. So, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I will get back to you. Like I said, I do like doing these, and I will see you in the next one.